And timing. Timing is
Timing beats
huge.
speed.
Timing beats speed. And the right timing beats everything. So.
What was the other line? Timing beats speed and accuracy beats.
Well, speed beats power. It's timing beats speed and speed beats power.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Connor was blasting that
That
for a
was his
minute
T-shirt
there.
for a while.
Yeah, he made.
And repetition, muscle memory.
So see, that's what
Huge
you'll
on
hear.
that.
You'll hear me say that term all the time. Repetition. That is the mother of all teaching. So
Muscle
going
memory.
back to telling your sister to take a shot on you whenever she wants.
Repetition.
That's repetition.
Explosion.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so true.
Close out with the next one.
Yeah. So on this next one, we'll just taper off however we want, and we'll go to closing
You're
it
right.
out.
Repetition and muscle
I say that all the
Starving.
time. Oh yeah, me too, bro. By the way, Val, are you hungry on me? We wanna
No,
go
it's
eat?
okay. No, I'm gonna see my mom after.
You sure?
Yeah, don't worry.
She can come.
She's my little sister.
How is your mom doing? Because you said she had...
No, now she's in remission.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she had a bone marrow transplant.
So he gave
That
me
is
he
very
gave me the
beautiful.
quickest little hint to that, and I didn't know what. Did you focus it? You got to focus your shit.
My mom had AML leukemia, right? And then she had chemotherapy. It went away. And then 2 months later, regresó. She relapsed. And they're like, okay, Millie, you need to have a bone marrow transplant. And she did. And they flew in her donor cells from Orlando.
What?
Yeah. And he was a 9 out of 10 match because her daughters won't be a match, or her parents. It would only be her brother, my uncle, and he wasn't. So they had to fly in donor cells from Orlando. The guy that donated, we actually have to find out his name now that it's been 2 years because we're going to thank him for her life.
Wow.
Actually, era un negrito, and she turns negrita. And then after the time went, she started shedding. Crazy, like a snake. She was shedding like a
What?
snake.
That is insane.
You're
Like,
not
can you
normal.
imagine that those genes, not genes, that's probably the wrong term, but
The DNA.
I guess, and it'll make her cause some.
And pixelation.
Right, that's a good way of saying it.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
It's so
I don't
interesting
know.
because, like, they like her bone marrow was replaced as if she was just born, like she was newborn. That's why she has a new birthday or whatever, because it's like if she's newborn. So it's all brand new cells, and you know that she had to get her baby shots like if she was a baby. Isn't that weird? Like, you know, when you're a baby, they put all those shots, yeah, like that. Like if she was a baby, she had no immune system. She was a baby.
So she seems to be good now.
No, it saved her life. Now she's in remission, and once you pass that 1 year mark without relapsing, then you're most likely to stay in remission for the rest of your life. And thankful to my mom. My mom's been in remission 2.5 years now. And she's young. She's turning 50 now next year.
We
She
gotta
is
close-
young.
we-
Fuck,
we-
man.
We have to close out with this one because the batteries are dying on every single camera.
Did you change it? No.
The battery just died on that one.
Just change it real quick and then we'll close
We
up.
don't have enough batteries to change.
What do you mean? There's one down there and then there's one over there. Oh, I thought you knew that I had one down there, right here.
Wait.
Right here. I'm sorry, Val.
No.
To the left of her leg, behind the leg of the table. You see that the power outlet is there?
No.
Oh, there's a power outlet attached to the
I got
leg.
it, got it.
Yeah, and there's a battery there. She's in good faith. She feels good. She feels like
She's good now. Look at her. My mom and my dad went through a divorce last year. Well, this whole year. Actually, their mediation was Monday, so now they're finalizing it.
It's always ugly.
Yeah, it was rough. You know,
How'd your sister
but we're good now.
It can be done, yeah. What are they telling you?
They don't stop commenting George Masvidal. Leave him alone.
What you get for hugging him? You see how we didn't touch that topic, right?
Thank you. No, he's awesome. I love him. Actually, my first
Gus was ready to pull the trigger on you.
I'm very blunt. I don't care.
What?
Bro,
You're
I
right.
get that, bro.
My first MMA
You gotta come out of
kickboxing class was with his coach. You
Bro, Paulino?
Paulino.
That's my dude.
Yeah, George set that up. He's awesome.
Paulino, you didn't turn it on, though. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, you gotta do is record and focus.
That's some good camera, bro. Can't get it to me. That's a different person in the room.
Yeah, you're good to go.
I like that lens.
What was that last bit we were at?
This one died too.
Okay, don't worry about that one.
We actually had a lot of viewers. We had 4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than
Ashley,
I stop calling her Dana.
you stop calling her.
You know I called her by her freaking WWE name when I saw her on Saturday. How embarrassing is that? Qué pena, dog.
No, pero
She
qué
thought-
pena.
She
That
thought
was
I was,
happening
and she
to-
thought I was playing around, like trying to be funny. And then a couple minutes later, I realized, oh shit, I just called her by her WWE name.
No, that's
I
the
was joking.
worst. Like,
I forgot her name completely.
Yo nunca sé quién es quién, so I'm always like in my
Oh, I
own
call
blonde bubble.
I call everybody buddy.
No,
Sure.
I fighting
I
and
don't know your name. I
no,
call you
my
buddy.
one of my fights, Strahan was there, Michael Strahan with his wife or whatever, and I didn't recognize him, and he's like, oh, my wife wants a picture, this and that. I thought they were. And my sister's like, you're stupid.
You still learning.
My
man.
sister, I'm always like, okay, if there's people that are recognized there, just tell me, please. A mí no me importa y no sé nada.
Right.
I don't care. But yeah,
Part of promoting yourself, though, you should learn it.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like always my own thing. Like all I care about is me winning fights, you know.
Nothing wrong with that neither, but
Yeah.
to market yourself, you got to
No,
study
I
these
know.
people. You know, you
Yeah,
don't want
yeah.
a star coming up.
But that's
to
my
you.
sister's
I'm a
job.
big fan of yours.
No,
and
that's
you're
my
like, "What the fuck
that's
is
my
this?"
sister's job. So now, whenever I go somewhere, I'm like research who's gonna be there.
Yeah, you're right.
It's all about who
Good
you
call.
know.
Mhm.
I've realized that big time. It's all about who you know.
Yeah. I'm like research and tell me before I make a mistake. You know?
All right,
Okay.
last leg. Make sure you talk into
Got it. I did good last time, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good.
You did a little bit of whispering.
Turn it a little into you. Yeah, you. Without punching yourself.
Yeah, now you have lip gloss.
Ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
So Val, switching gears, futuristically, I know you mentioned about possibly getting gigs and things that you want to do. Are you going to give yourself a limit to reach a certain point in your fight career before you start entertaining more stuff? Because there's definitely been backlash against fighters who, when they do that, they tend to fall off the horse and lose the swag from, even from Conor getting too rich for his own good, too much celebrity. Tyrone Woodley doing his music and movies, Page or whatever, and and it happens. I don't want to say that that's the reason, but fuck, man, if the shoe fits. So where do you feel like, okay, I'm not gonna flirt with that too tough, or you are, but just separate from the fight world. Don't be involved in the fight if you know you're gonna do something else.
8-0, 10-0.
Really? So you give it that much thought? That's cool. Okay.
No, yeah, I really talk to myself like this. I'm like, okay, once I'm 8-0, yeah, I'm recognized, I'm good, you know, I have 8 fights, I'm lost. That's my goal, like 8-0, yeah, I'm beside. You know, I'm also not trying to fight for a long time. I've been fighting since I was young. I don't see myself fighting past 29 years old, to be honest. I really don't.
We'll see.
I
We'll
know.
bring you back, don't worry.
She's 21 right now. It's a long time, bro.
Yeah, I've been doing this for
Yeah,
so
you can
long.
say that, man, but I mean,
I don't even see my body making it to 29.
when you start doing
Right?
the numbers, though, when you start calculating, you're 2-0. Okay, let's say you fight in April.
The thing is, I don't want to have a kid late. I don't want to have a, you know what I mean? I don't want to have a kid late.
Well, I got mixed feelings about that. I think women do best.
You're talking to
What-
a man who
what-
does not want and
Any
ever want
kids?
kids.
Yeah, no, that's true. But
Me and him are completely opposite.
But I mean, that's no secret, and that's actually just on a dumb personal level. But I'm talking about from para aconsejarte, in my opinion. Well, no, I think it's very supportive. Fuck my opinion, I'm nobody. Women tend to do better. I'm somebody. I said that wrong. I'm the next Joe Rogan, motherfuckers. Listen, women make wiser decisions. They know who they are. They know where they sit in their lives and careers and so on and so
They're
forth.
more mature.
When that 30 and on comes. I know that we tend to feel like, man, but I don't want to be old when my kid is this. Your dad is 50, 51, 53, whatever. Your mom is about to hit 50. Or can they not hang with you and go do whatever it is they want to do with you?
They can.
So if you had a kid at 30, it's still very easy to be a great parent and so on and so forth. So, but I like that you're thinking like that because you're thinking, futuristically. You know?
Yeah, I think realistic, like what I see myself doing and fighting, like for sure minimum 7-8 years, But after that, I might still like fight once a year, but I'll focus more on different things that broadcast journalism, that's another thing. I love broadcast journalism, you know. One day I would love to take over the commentary for Bellator. And
that'd be dope.
I would love it. I would love it. Because
you'd be great at it,
that's
too.
my career. I would vote. And I got that degree because I was like, I could mix one with another, you know?
Right.
You know,
I think one of the best examples, if you don't know him, look him up, was Kenny Florian.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Florian he probably had about another 5 fights in his career left, and he was about to fight BJ Penn. I don't know if it was for the belt or just for the number one contender spot when BJ Penn sliced him up. But he was interviewing, and they were saying, "Hey, Kenny, we know you got a couple more years left in your game, but this, that, but said the same thing you're saying." And he put himself in the driver's seat. He goes, "Actually, I'm into broadcast journalism, and I would love to one day in the future be one of UFC's main go-to people and even get on ESPN." Kenny, great job. You fucking did it. That's exactly what he... So he kind of gets to live that fight game vicariously through his commentating and through his work on ESPN and everything else, and he does amazing at it, and he's successful.
Do you feel you'd be comfortable enough to commentate on fights? You'd be knowledgeable enough?
In the future.
In the future, yeah. In
So
the
not right
future,
now?
for sure. Right now, I'm a homie. Like, Boweria.
She can do the local fights.
Well, I bet you can do great, but you're not gonna be able to go deep into jiu-jitsu when they're on the ground.
No, honestly, I'm not fake. Like, no, I wouldn't be the best for commentary now because I only have 2 fights. Like, when I get to 8-0 or...
But it doesn't
6-0.
necessarily mean how many fights you got.
I know, but I'm saying, like, my experience. Like, I want to make sure the public knows that I have more MMA experience before that happens.
I get you. I can respect that.
You know, because who wants to watch someone that you don't think is experienced? Like,
it's like the whole Stephen A. Smith shit that occurred. You know, Stephen A. Smith is sport analyst, fanatic, knows it all except MMA, and they gave him a shot at doing MMA commentating, and
he said Cerrone through the fight.
Yeah, he said Cerrone through the fight, and that Cerrone gave up, and that he was a quitter.
What did you guys think of that?
And that
I think he's completely wrong.
I think Cerrone was out, like, in so many ways, it all happened so quick. First of all, no, there's no fight to him. Fuck no, I would never think that about Cerrone. I would never think that. But I think everything caught him by surprise, and from that point on, there was not enough time under those lights, under that pressure, with this fucking guy in front of you to react the right way and do what he had to do.
And that's why I respect Conor so much more after this fight, because he's so well handling pressure. Like,
he is, man.
Like, honestly, I respect that more than anything, right? You respect that because, see, this guy backs up what he says, you know? Like,
right.
I respect people that they speak things, but, you know, they make it happen. And but more than that, just the way they handle the pressure. Like, you see Conor, all these things, but, bro, just to get in the cage for anyone is so much pressure. Imagine him with everything on top of that. Like, right. I respect anybody who is like that.
Well, Steven's fucking stuck his foot in his mouth is what he did. He's known for stirring shit up. I'm a big fan of his. I've been watching Stephen A. for the longest time. And even when I knew he stirred shit up, whether it was a basketball or a football, you know he was stirring shit up. Mm-hmm. You did it at the wrong time, against the wrong player, and you did it not knowing enough about MMA. And it backfired on you when you put up that fucking video of you doing a dick punch with an uppercut. Dick punch to uppercut.
You know who did that really? Who reenacted it? Dean Thomas.
And he did a phenomenal job at it. He did it with, I forgot who was holding the mitts for him. Was it Mo? Was it King Mo?
Yeah.
It was King Mo. Yeah.
Mo also helps me a lot.
Yeah, King Mo. Yeah, he retired, man. He retired. It was fun watching Mo. Mo put up some good fights. Knockouts. That dude just had that.
We have so many great people to talk to.
Yeah, that's true. What is Mo a coach now? Is he officially
wrestling coach, right?
Yeah, he's a wrestling coach.
Oh shit, I didn't know that, man. Okay.
He's a wrestler.
Oh, I know that, but I didn't know he became an actual wrestling coach over there. You know, the difficult part for people, and this is why I hope you line your ducks up, you know, the right way at a young age, is the afterlife, man. It's after the fight game. What are you gonna do? Because if you didn't specialize in anything prior or during, when that fight game is over, I'm so happy that Gamebred George is doing so good and paid, and now he's got this tequila And he's set. And he's
Which is
great.
really good, by the way.
Well, oh, I know. Matter of fact, I want
But
to.
it's Recuerdo Mezcal.
In his honor, I'm gonna get that fucking bottle, bro.
No, it's really good. I tried it.
And I didn't even know it was that healthy. I didn't know that tequila is one of the healthiest things you
Yeah,
can
it
fucking
is.
sip on. I had no idea. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I'm a wine guy. I'm a wino.
Me too. I love Recuerdo.
Really? Okay, then next
My
time.
Cooper's
bring
Hawk
that one.
membership.
Man, I could have offered it to you, Riz.
No, but I'm trying to.
But
And tonight at the fights, I'm gonna drink too.
yeah, that's true. That's
So
true.
I have to balance myself.
Okay, well, we're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna have fun.
We'll have fun tonight. Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we are.
Wait, where is it? At the Fort Lauderdale Convention Center?
Homie, do you know that? Is that what it is? It's Fort
I'm kind of
Lauderdale.
jealous.
Because
That's
if
not
it
far
is,
from your
I
crib.
thought there's. But I'm in Miami. No, Thurman crib.
Oh, it's where you're staying here for.
That was the most. That little one line right there was so Cuban.
But I'm in Miami now.
But
I
I'm in
love it.
Miami.
You know what?
Miami crib.
You know what I want.
You know what's the worst in top team? Like, no one understands me because I'm always like, yeah, dale, or pero this, and they're like, huh?
Yeah, that's
Well, from the amount of fighters and coaches that we had here from ATT, you guys got a lot of fucking Russians, or let's just say
It's all
people
Russians,
from-
Brazilians.
Yep.
yeah.
So it's
So Brazilians are like, how do I communicate? Spanish or English? ¿Cuál? I'm
I
like,
feel like
okay.
they would understand Spanish more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they kind of do, but then some words in English
Yep,
is really
you're
weird.
right. You're
But
right.
whatever.
They
It's
go in
fun.
and out
I'm
of
trying
it,
to
too.
learn. So I know
that,
Portuguese.
that'd be good to learn Portuguese. You'll pick it up quick if you put the effort.
Yes,
in.
yeah, I have to put in effort. That's the thing.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's easy to learn. It's easy. I was forced
Oh, to learn
Yeah, MMA Masters, all they spoke was
Portuguese.
Portuguese. And every day they were speaking to me in Portuguese. I was like, this is BS.
Mm-hmm.
If you really wanted to learn, it'd be like we spoke about earlier, repetition. It'd be, hey, let's start small with the everyday shit. Hello, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking hungry. Let's go spar, whatever. And it'll come little by little. I mean, it all depends. But hey, again, going into broadcasting, it's always good to know a little extra language or pick up on
No,
stuff.
and on Exat alone, my Spanish got so much better.
Yeah.
I was forced for 3 months just to speak Spanish, and on top of that, interviews live every day,
Right.
la ceremonia, que te preguntan.
It's funny because when I saw one of your interviews,
I
I
was
was
bad.
like, no, not the one that I saw. I didn't see them all, but I was
Towards
like,
the
damn,
end,
yo,
I
I didn't know she had such good Spanish.
Towards the end, when I got
Yeah.
there, I was gringa, like, I was bad. And as the show progressed, I got my Spanish, but Mexican Spanish.
I'm sure-
because
oh, yeah,
I
because
lived
you-
with 6 Mexicans. Oh my God, because the 10 of us, like,
You know how many non-Spanish speakers are listening right now, and they're like, "The fuck you mean Mexican Spanish?
Mexican
Isn't
Spanish.
Spanish just Spanish?"
yes. Like,
No, it's not,
I
bro.
really
Or
learned
you have those
Mexican
white people going, I
Spanish.
told you there was Mexican Spanish.
No, my mom would make fun of me because when I got back, like, I just spoke like, oh, I'm not Cuban anymore.
Oh,
No,
that'll come out of you
I liked
quick.
it. I learned it's different culture. I learned about Mexico. I don't know. I fought there a lot, and now I have a bunch of friends in Mexico.
Can you imagine? You think the UFC will ever have a fight in Cuba?
No.
No.
After I went there on vacation, I'll never go there again.
Really?
I love Cuba.
You've never
I'm
been?
Cuban. Nah, no, you don't want to go there.
Her times are pretty rough over there. Bro.
It is
I
bad.
really did.
I guess because I'm the type I'm bougie, man.
I said that earlier. You see what I mean? And you didn't want to admit it, fucker. Okay.
And it's over there. They don't got normal water. They didn't have like it
Oh,
was.
I know.
It's tough.
That's how I lived in Santo Domingo. I never. Well, I'll go back, bro.
I
I
felt
don't
like I
wanna
was
go
on the
back.
show over there in Cuba when I was on vacation.
Oh
No.
Take you in regards to a location.
no, 100%. When, if God permits, when I fight for the belt of Bellator, it's gonna be in the American Airlines in Miami. 100%.
That's
They,
awesome.
Lima, they
Write it down. You
they
heard it
did
first here.
they do her belt fights in Hawaii, but when I fight for the belt, it's gonna be Miami. I'm gonna make it happen. I don't care what anyone says. It will be in the American Airlines.
So you tell Coker?
Kogan.
Coker?
Oh well, Scott Coker, yeah.
Scott Coker. You tell Scott Coker that now.
He's
at the time.
a taekwondo black belt, right?
Really? No, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's why I chose Bellator.
Really?
Well, not why I chose. I told you one of the reasons. They remind me a lot of my family's business, because their production and everyone that works for that promotion is amazing. Amazing. They're all like family, and they all do different jobs. And apart from them, a lot of them are also Scott's black belts. And it just reminds me of my family.
So you kind of kept it within
Yeah,
his
because
circle.
like for example, my sister's padrino, my dad's first black belt. My little sister's padrino, my dad's first. You know what I mean? So I just
Right.
felt comfortable in there, and I saw the B for Bellator. I saw my face, and I saw them together. I'm like, this is gonna work. This is it. And I looked at my face with different promotions, etc. I'm like, Bellator.
Without disclosing any details, what is your contract like right now? Do you have a certain amount of fights left until your contract's over, or?
I fight. Yeah, well, it's over in a year, but it was for 6 fights.
So okay, so
and which is it? Is it a year? Which comes first, or
both? Honestly, I don't even know.
Because I know that one of my friends who's in the UFC, he has a contract that it's for 2 years or 4 fights.
Or 4 fights,
whichever comes first.
2 years or 6 fights.
Oh, okay, that was yours. Okay, and that was kind of what I was talking about when you say you were going to stop at 29. And I was like, well, if you plan to fight twice, maybe 3 times a year, then that puts you at this amount of fights. Then you can probably get, you know what I mean? Like, it all depends on when you do the numbers, where you should be at, barring no setbacks. Realistically, I don't know that 29 will be that age because a lot of people peak at 29, 30. How old's Joanne?
Joanna's 31.
31.
I think
you're right. No, I think you're right. And she's at her best. GSP peaked at 32 or 31 as well.
Well, that's the peak age. Supposedly, that's your prime. 29 to 33 is supposed to be a fighter's prime.
Right. So, but again, you know,
I don't know. You don't know say. I don't think.
Nah, but hey, again, if you line your ducks up right, you choose the route that
I've
you
been
do.
getting hit in the face since I was 3 years old.
Yeah, that ratchet.
They say because of the strength, because of your brain, everything clicks one together. That's why.
Maybe.
Not because of the physical attributes, it's just because of mentally.
I want you to tell the people listening out there, where can they follow you at? Your handle is on Instagram?
Yes, at Valerie Loureda.
Straight through, no hashtag, no underscore, nothing.
But Twitter, it's Valerie Loureda with 2 A's. Which I don't understand. They haven't verified me yet. But I don't think they verified anybody in 2 years, which is really weird. But I have a really good following on Twitter. And I don't know. I think it's because Twitter closed their verification for a while. But I need to get verified Twitter right away.
You know, I sound like an idiot. I don't have a Twitter. I don't know.
Twitter is huge with MMA fans. Huge.
Should we fucking? I think
You
we
really
can make
I had
a Twitter account for at least for the podcast. We'll do that. We need to do that. I don't want to do it personally, but I'll do it for the podcast. I suck at social media. I do. I love it somewhat to the extent, but it's like I scroll through about, I don't know, whatever, 20 something people, maybe 100, like, and then my eyes are like, all right, that's it. I don't wanna...
Honestly, I just go on Instagram and post, or to keep update with girls in the sport. I look at everybody. I'm on top of every single girl in the sport.
That's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
See everything.
That's what I do. I click on everybody's.
Anybody my weight.
That's exactly what I do. I look at every promotion, the up and coming like fighters. Combate, I looked at their whole lineup. I went online. I looked at their whole lineup.
I could beat you. I could beat you. Yeah, you have to be obsessed over that.
You know, I hate when I hear fighters say, 1, they don't do that. They should. Or 2, this was even worse. Oh, when I got a fight coming up, I'm going to fight Valerie, but I'm not going to look at none of her videos.
Oh, no.
What? Who goes to war without fucking blueprinting who you're going against? That makes no sense whatsoever.
I'm obsessive.
Yeah.
I will know everything. And not even just about when I'm fighting, but just the venue, where I'm going to stay, everything. I don't know, I'm just very obsessive over what I'm doing, how it's going to go, and make sure everything runs the right way to make sure I'm stress-free for fight day, you know?
Well, that's a good method.
That's why I don't cut water weight anymore, because just it gives me so much. I just have had bad weight cuts, so I cut most 5 pounds water weight the night before, but not even. Last time I did 2 pounds.
Jesus, that ain't shit.
And also because my hair has to look pretty olive.
Stop! Did you just say that?
My hair has to look pretty olive.
So what? When you cut water, it makes your hair look bad?
Yes, because then it's not straight or pretty anymore.
I didn't know that happens if you cut water weight.
But you braid your hair either way. So what
for fight day, but not for media day in my interviews and to walk around. Like, I'm crazy.
I get you.
It's just
different.
It's my brand. It's who I am. I've always been like that. Like, I always get my hair done before I leave for my fights. Like my last fight, I had my makeup artist there. I flew in another girl for my hair, another one for my braids. Just, you have to be like that. I don't know. I feel like
you don't have to, but you choose that.
Even if you look at like Beyonce for her concert, she'll sit there with like the graphic designer. She'll be like, I don't like that. Like, you have to be on top of your own image, and
you have to be obsessed.
You have to be obsessed with your image, and because no one's gonna do it like you do it, you know.
Well,
what did I post?
The thing was that which one?
My shirt. I said no one's gonna rep me like me.
Oh right with the GV. yeah, we need people to look out for those shirts coming out really, really, really soon for Gus. By the way, Val, Gus is going to be fighting. A lot of hometown people will be fighting for Combate Americas on
Juan Puerta just signed there.
April. Who?
Juan Puerta.
The champ from Titan.
Oh, did he? He signed with Combate?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Well, April 20-something, one or
For what?
for Combate in Orlando.
21st.
21st.
Ooh, they're going to Orlando.
Yeah, man.
Oh my
that's
god, I'm gonna be
big.
in Orlando. I was gonna be in Orlando that weekend.
For what? What's going
Because
on?
my little sister's birthday is the 20th, so we always spend the weekend in Orlando.
Well, then now you don't have any excuses to go to the fights.
I will be there 100%.
So
Go
we
watch
got I got
Gus.
a close friend of ours, Elvin Espinosa. He was there that day that Gus won.
I know who that is.
He came with me that day to Coconut Creek.
Mark my word, Elvin's the next real deal.
He's the next. He just needs to get his image on point. I tell him, I'm like, you need to start branding yourself now.
He's very soft spoken, very chill.
It's too soft.
But
He's soft on camera and in interviews, and then behind the scenes in practice, he's talking shit. He's loud. I'm like, bro.
He's a fucking Disney.
Some people are
fan.
camera shy.
No, it's true.
He
I know
is.
we've had people come in here and freeze because of the lights and shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
just something they're not used to. But
I love the camera.
when you're in this game and you're trying to take it to the next level, you have to brand yourself. You got to market yourself. You got to
I
accept
want a
these lights. You got
reality
to
show
embrace them.
based on my life.
Yeah,
Yeah. I had somebody message me about doing a reality show.
a documentary.
Like following you around.
Yeah.
Documentary.
Like kind of like the Kardashian style. Like, you know
Oh,
what I mean?
okay.
Like,
Like a docu-series that's following you and what you go through. Yeah.
yes, because I'm a young fighter and my life is very different, but I feel like it would be like not a vlog, you know what I mean? Well, that which I'm doing too, but like an actual reality series. I feel like we could sell it to like E or something. I don't know.
I love
really
the
think
idea.
It's more pressure on me, but like
Listen, it seems like you do good with pressure, but now you need to put that pressure on first round management and tell them what's up. Give me a gig. I think I can do this. I think you could.
yeah.
I think you could, definitely.
They're doing a smart thing with Jorge's YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
they're
yeah,
doing
it's
a lot
great.
of
What
great
is it
things.
called again?
The fighter.
Street
That
Fighter
life-
Diaries.
Yeah.
Street
Diaries
Fighter.
of
Yeah, and man, he's doing so much. They're doing a great job with that.
They have
Genghis Khan pictures. I
They're
think.
using Charlie as a gate. I texted Charlie because
Oh,
keep using him as a
eating,
guinea. Eating the jalapenos. I'm like, dog, you're gonna burn
Listen,
your taste buds.
you want to fly on the Learjet? You want to bounce countries? You'll shove that fucking
Charlie's
pepino
us.
up your ass.
Charlie's girlfriend actually. We have the same alma mater. We both went to school.
Oh yeah, really?
Mm-hmm. So
Man,
it's
Charlie was here. You know, he was one of our, not our first ones. He was like our fourth or fifth one. We had a funny one, man. Got high as fuck.
He's crazy.
He couldn't stop rolling joints. He's just,
Yes.
I'm like, yo, Charlie, like I smoke, but like, yo, chill out. What are you
Right?
trying to? We got a podcast here, man.
It
You
was
know?
so annoying.
Just smoke everywhere. Charlie had to calm his nerves down, but Charlie's a character, man. I wish him nothing but the best. I can't
Love
wait to
that
see
kid.
him.
He's
It
hilarious.
sucked that his fighter pulled out.
He's
or
fighting
whatever.
now, right? For Titan, the 20-something.
He had a fight that somebody at the last minute got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it got canceled. I'm not sure whose fault.
I know he's training right now for a fight.
Yeah,
Well, shout out to Charlie Decker.
Charlie.
Yeah, we keep contact.
He actually has my gloves. I need to get them back. My
Yes, your
Bellator
gloves.
gloves.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he forgot his. I'm like, here, use mine, but I need them. I need them for Monday.
you gotta sign those things and put them up. Hey, I like that idea for the series. I think you should work on that.
Yeah,
I think you should
it's a
reach
smart
out to
idea.
some people.
Wouldn't it be life like the fabulous life of a professional badass? Something like that.
You
know?
even got titles you're working on. Look at that.
Yeah,
You
I've
put
been
them-
That's a dope title right there.
Hell yeah.
The fabulous life of a professional. The only thing is it doesn't have my name in it, and I like things to have my name. So you mix one thing with another, you know, and in people's minds.
You know what could happen if at worst, I'm not saying it doesn't have to be all about you, but you can be one of the main people, and that's just a show that, okay, we're going to follow Valerie, Loureda, and then next show we'll follow whoever, and then, you know, but I love the idea, because there's never been no series of what female fighters go through and how tough it is.
MMA right now is like the biggest.
Blowing up
Any
still.
celebrity is an MMA fan. Like the biggest celebrities are MMA fans. Like you should see the type of people that hit me up, and it's like just because they're fanatics of fighting, of what we do. And for me, I'm like, wow, like, you know what I mean? Like people really admire this, and you know, it means a lot to me because I'm a martial artist, and at the end of the day, I feel like what we do is my art against yours, and I don't know. I think it's such a beautiful thing, and all of my stuff is martial arts and Korean.
Most of these celebrities, I think that one of the reasons, aside from just being typical fans, they know what it is to have to do something under so much pressure, so much ridicule, so much limelight on the stage, and they know that people don't understand how hard it is to act. People don't understand how it is to be Michael Strahan after a football career. They don't
have respect for someone
pressure.
doing something not everybody can do.
Exactly.
So
because they can relate to it, you know.
Exactly.
Like I find,
I've had that conversation.
I'm
with
fighting in the
somebody
Madison Square Garden, but don't worry, I performed there 30 times. Don't let you know what I mean? Like
right.
Relations like that. It's weird, but it's so cool.
It's kind of funny how I remember Joe Rogan one time mentioned when he first crossed paths with that Robert Downey Jr. Talked about each other, met each other, known each other, this and that, never met, in person. And he says they were talking about that awkward moment when celebrities meet for the first time. He's like, yeah, man, it's kind of weird. It's like, you see this celebrity, and you're like, oh shit, there goes fucking Robert Downey Jr. Meantime, you don't know it, but Robert Downey Jr. is over there like, oh shit, there goes Joe Rogan. And then it just becomes awkward. Like, I don't want to come up to him like a fanboy, and it's weird. But really, you're a fan of each other, And you have celebrities that are becoming big time fans of you because of everything we talked about the whole podcast.
But I feel like even though they know I don't have a lot of experience, they could just tell. Or they just see it.
Yeah,
you know? And that's what they always tell me. They're like, you have it. Trust me.
You got that it factor.
They're like, you have it. Trust me. I'm like, cause like I'm like, am I crazy or you know what I mean? Like
it's confidence.
You know what I mean?
I
like
don't.
you have it.
I'll tell you what. I'll piggyback what they're saying, and I know Gus will back it up. You do have it. You do have it.
I can't let people bring me down.
No, not at all. And you do got to be conscious of that, especially at your tender age, because there's a lot of yanking going back and forth from. I know we're not talking anything about boyfriends, and I'm not going to sidetrack because I know we're cutting it down. But the temptations of having a boyfriend, the temptations of dating. Do I date? Fuck, I'm a lonely chick. I haven't this, I haven't that, or should I stay focused on my career? It bounces back and forth. And it's a difficult balance, and that's part of the challenge. But you do have that it factor.
Well, honestly, I had a boyfriend for 3 years, and he was so supportive. He was the most supportive person in the world. You can imagine, he did everything right. But the problem wasn't boyfriend. It's just right now in my career, nothing. I have to be 150% focused in what I'm doing. And no other distractions, you
can't drag someone along.
I can't have him. Yeah, exactly. And then I feel bad. I don't want to go out. I'm beat up. I'm tired. And Valerie, go outside. I can't. You don't understand. I'm exhausted. It's I don't know. Right now, I have to be alone, and at least for the next 3-4 years, I need to be alone and just focus on myself and just 100% dedicate myself to my career and what I'm doing and. The rest will come.
Exactly. Yeah. Look, realistically, I'm not a meant to be guy, but if the things fall in place, they will. And that's just it. If they fall in place, they will. But stay in the lane that you're focused on, which you truly sound like you are, and everything will fall in place. Yeah. Everything will fall in place. We really, really, really think that you can make it all happen. We've been talking about you for a minute, way before this. We were talking about you when before you got professional. And I know a lot of fans are, when you're in the MMA community, Miami talks. We're a huge city in the amount of people, the population, but we're very small as far as, right? So it's a small world for us, big time. And people have been talking you up, man. And it's really great, one, to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, guys.
But we really do believe in your career. We think you're that it factor. I'm so glad that you came here,
so much.
First, and then we get to look back and talk about this, once you hit that champ status and once you get that belt. We want everybody to keep, tuning in. We know that she's aiming, hopefully, for April. Things happen. Might be March, might be May. We're not sure. But you guys, make sure you go follow her on Instagram. Her full name, Valerie, Valerie, Loureda, Loure.
R-E?
R-E.
D-A.
I
almost said it wrong. I was like, D-A.
She's going to say D-A.
D-A.
Just Spanish like a motherfucker. I'll tell you what.
No, I have two sides. I come to Miami, I'm like Cuban, Hispanic, whatever. I'm coconut cream, I'm like gringa.
Gringa.
Me quitan todo.
Gus, any final words, brother?
I honestly, since we've done the podcast, I've been able to relate to Baboon and Julie and these fighters. I have never been able to relate to somebody, I guess, because she's younger. Because we got people that are older.
And we're going through the same stuff.
And we're going through the same thing. You get me?
How old are you guys? How old are you?
25.
Oh, you're young.
Yeah.
Good for you.
25,
awesome.
and he could have gone pro years ago, but it was certain injuries.
When did you start wrestling?
Oh yeah, girlfriend locked your ass down.
Oh.
Yeah, ex made me stop fighting.
No, that's
made you stop fighting.
Yeah.
We just
you
lost
see, my
fans.
ex never made me stop.
A girlfriend
fighting.
made him stop fighting. You're lucky.
Yeah, I know. That got us cut out.
Yeah.
When did I start wrestling? 13.
So you're young too. Yeah. Good for you, man. You did the right thing. One day we're gonna both have belts.
Oh, for sure.
I see it.
I definitely know that Gus will. And that's why I speak about Elvin so highly, because he's such a great guy, such a great fighter, and he's one of Elvin's main training partners. And, again, going back, when you're surrounded by greatness, all these people at ATT, all these great coaches, good influences, good advisors, good nutrition, healthy lifestyle, fuck, man, how could you fail? You know what I mean? And especially when you got the skill level that you have, and more importantly, the drive and confidence.
It's because you're making excuses.
Yeah, exactly. And really, we never fail. We just learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We never fail. We just learn. The only time you fail is when you.
I lost an amateur fight. People don't know that. I lost an amateur fight.
Oh, did you? I know I did.
I did. Honestly, I didn't want to lose it, but I lost it. Like, you know why? Because I left it to the judges. At the end of the day, I lost it because I left it to the judges.
Yeah.
But honestly, that fight, I did like 15 takedowns. And this fight is nowhere to be found. I don't know why, but for some reason, the one I lost is nowhere to be found. But that was one of my favorite fights. It was against this girl that she was actually pro fighting amateur. She was from Mexico or something. Oh. And she was like a jiu-jitsu black belt, and I took her down like 15 times. Like, I won that fight, but the reason I lost it to judges is because I was going back too much. But I learned a lot. But I did lose that fight. And after that fight is when I made the switch to American Top Team, changed my camp, and changed my life.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear, and it's always a great shout out to ATT. We give these people a shout out. Everybody who deserves a shout out. Even though this fucker likes to say slick shit, we practice really hardcore, no hateration. We want everybody to succeed.
I'm really big on everybody winning. I'm not a person who believes in hating or disliking somebody. That type of energy is so.
I feel like it comes back to you, right?
Not even that. It's ugly.
And
it's
mental stress. Like, why do people do that?
Positive energy is such a high thing.
There's probably 1,000,001 reasons that each individual has their reasons for hating. I don't care to vibe with it because I don't know it, and we shouldn't waste energy, speaking about it. But, bro, you've been a ball of fun. You really have. I knew it was going to be a great podcast. I really did. Again, we talked it up. We knew it. If I show you a fucking text, I woke up at, 6:30 when I texted you?
Yeah, I don't know why you texted me that early.
Me or
him?
No, yeah,
bastard.
I woke up at 6. It's not like I fucking woke you up, you lazy fuck. But whatever. I woke up at 6:30 and I immediately told him, big day today. Let's make the absolute best of it all from front to finish. And the reason I talked about that is because, I told him yesterday,